Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another Master Programming with AI with Dr. Chuck. In this one, I'm adding a feature to my Tsugi learning management system because I am teaching an online course kind of live using the LMS that I built for myself called Tsugi. Tsugi started out as a content repository, and it has become an LMS. That's too long of a story. Like all the other LMSs kind of disappoint me, and Tsugi is super agile. I'm gonna try to add a feature to it today. But unlike some of my other videos, I'm really nervous that this is not going to go well, and I have to have the guts to start a recording when I don't have a vision about how well it's going to go, where it's going to end up. And the problem is that I don't have a handle on the user interface that I want to build, right? So the first part of this, I'm just going to walk through the struggle that I have, and maybe in me talking to you through that, maybe a user interface will appear to me, okay? So I'll move myself here in the corner. So let me, Cursor.AI, let's start a new thing. I was testing my microphone, and Cursor.AI helped me with my microphone, and that was cool. Let me go and get you going. So I have been talking. I'll put this link in the description below. So you can, I think you should be, I don't know how long these ChatGPT URLs. The problem is that this isn't a class in the traditional sense. Everybody is opting in, and I have no, people don't have to keep up with me. And all I'm trying to do here is I just want to say, if you want to keep up and you want to come to my office hours, or I'm going to have a Discord soon, if you want to come to my Discord and talk about what I'm talking about in this particular course that I'm teaching, and the course I'm teaching is called Computer Architecture for Everybody. And I'm doing this live right now. And so if you take this course live, I'm not on the real site. I'll show you what it's like if you go live. You take this course live right now, and you log in. Here, this looks really cool. Here's a new, my new Udemy version of this course. I'll quietly talk about that. These are coupons. But if you log in here, and you log into the CA for E, this all of a sudden looks like a live course. It's a course that's happening spring 2026, and you can see the course outline, and we're in the middle of this, and it is currently March 29th, and so we're sort of working on this stuff, right? And so I have the syllabus that I made. I just had the Pages tool and made a syllabus, but what I really want to do is I want, when you go to lessons, somehow for it to tell you. I was talking to students in office hours, and one of them said, it just helps me organize if you put due dates up. Even though I'm not going to get late points or anything, just help me know what I'm supposed to be working on, know what I'm a little behind on. And so this is why I talk to it's called a soft schedule overlay. So it's something that kind of doesn't exist. I mean, Coursera has a similar kind of thing, and I don't know if edX does it, but Coursera has this thing where you join a session, it has a set of due dates, and then if you fall behind, it says, hey, you want to start a new session? And then you join this new session. I don't know if those are real sessions or it just moves you forward, but it's a kind of a soft overlay, meaning that there's no late points in Coursera. You finish whenever you want. If you fall behind a particular schedule, the schedule's just a nudge rather than a hammer. So it's just hard. So let's take a look at the user interface for this. Actually, I want to change this. On some of my other classes, I have this word as assignments, and I'm gonna make that be assignments. So let me go ahead and change that word. Get rid of all this stuff. This was from previous work I'm doing. Okay, CD. Make this bigger. Let's just make this bigger so you can see it. htdocs. These are all PHP applications. Build menu slash assignments. I'm going to call this assignments. I do this in Python for everybody calls them assignments. I've kind of decided the first thing. Wait a sec. What is assignments? Oh no, that's no, I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, so I'm gonna I changed that so I control this top menu. Someday I'll put that in a database, but now I got assignments, and so this is where. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to come up with a way for me as the teacher to be able to manage and put due dates on these things. Because what this assignments is this is an extraction of all the things that are in lessons that are due dates, quiz, LTI tool, etc. And so if you look at innovating with transistors, you see that there's 4 assignments. So if I could put a date here and make a little thing called manage dates, that's the first thing I'm going to do. But eventually, and then I'll show this for students, but so they'll be able to see this, and there'll be all kinds of weird stuff. So I had one of my students, I was struggling with where to put it. So one of my students, his name's Pravin, he had some ideas about putting due dates on the nav bar, have it drop down. That's not a bad idea. I think what I'm going to turn this into, instead of due dates, is I'm going to go and see this little bell. I'm going to make a little calendar icon here. And then I'm going to have a little notification, like a badge on that calendar icon that tells you when something's due. But I still need to put something in here. We'll get to that, right? We'll get to that. And so I want to make it so this little thing shows up and says there's a due date and there's a little calendar and it has a little bell. Let's make an announcement. I'm on production. Let's go on to non-production. Yeah, let's go on to non-production. Put announcement in so you can see that. Let's add an announcement. Blah, blah, blah. Add announcement. Make you smaller, Chuck. So you see that little bell that popped up, little badge that popped up. I'm going to make a calendar thing that pops up. And so you can be here. And so Pravin gave me, he said, okay, put him here, put him here. I'll put him here. That's inside of a lesson. So once you go into a lesson, do you put him on every lesson? Do you go into a lesson? Do you put him here? Do you put him down here? So Pravin was given, and he was very helpful. And then he showed me, he got me thinking, right? I'll probably adjust this, but that was really cool because he was in office hours on last Monday, and he was on office hours, and he said, I'll whip up a prototype for you. So he did, and it got me thinking. I'm not sure that'll be the way it ultimately is, but that's a cool start. So the problem becomes, like in something like this, I think I'm going to put it here. I'm going to add a manage due dates here, and then make it so you can see it, and maybe switch to a different UI to update the due dates. And there'll be things like shift due dates and things like that. And so this will be where I'm going to manage the due dates. And the question becomes, where do I put this in the UI? I mean, in the database. And so if we look at the database, we look at the Tsugi database. Tsugi database. So here's all the tables, right? So there's all these LTI things, and those have to do with LTI launches and all the LTI data structures. And this due date stuff, I mean, I guess I could put it in the LTI link. Did I add something to the LTI link having to do with due date? Start. Oh, it does. It has a due date. Okay, so one of the things I was struggling with is, so LTI 1.3 has the concept of start time and end time in the LTI 1. Let's use ChatGPT. In the what is it? The scores, the line items. In the line item spec from IMS, what is the basic due date data model? Okay, so what? Assignment, it's not assignment, it's groups. And no. Start date when it's end date time, due date time, end date time. Cartridge has assignments? Okay, let's stop this. How is this done in the AGS? I think it's the AGS spec. Stop. How is this done in the assignments, roles, and scores spec? What is this? What is the actual spec that's assignments and roles? It's not. No, let's not do that. What is the LTI 1.3? What is the LTI?
Well, there's TI 1.3.
Oh, wait. Man. Okay. What is the LTI 1.3 spec that deals with scores? I don't even know how to use this thing. What is the LTI 1.3 spec that deals with scores? Go. Okay. Assignment. I knew it was AGS. Assignments. I wanted to assignment and group service. Okay, here we go. Timestamp, grade, activity progress. Did I put all that stuff in this database? Activity progress. Huh. Oh, that's not in the link. Okay, so the start time and end time is the link, and the result is the score. Let's see what we got here. Due date model, result score, timestamp. That's a score. Okay, activity progress. That's okay. Yeah. So, but in the line item, talk Chuck. But in the line item, what are the due date objects that are in the line item for AGS? See, I'm so disorganized here. But that's okay. That's what the fun part of AI. It'll dig me. I can ask dumb questions. Due date time. Do not. So okay, just barely. It's a grade protocol. Due date. Canvas has due, unlock. But you see, I'm not kind of doing what Canvas for Tsugi do, unlock at. No. We're not going to do that. Due date. We're going to just hint metadata. Yeah. So I've talked enough to ChatGPT that it knows that Tsugi is different than Canvas and Sakai. Start date time, JSON. Yeah, okay. So I think that the best way to think about this is there are assignments and scores. And the thing that was confusing me is the assignments are in these LTI link tables. And for now, I have an end date time. Okay, and I'm just going to use this end date time, and I've already got it. So I had spent a lot of time walking around trying to think to myself, what is the right data model? And so now I have a data model. So now I'm going to go after some. I don't have a full plan yet. Let's say goodbye to the global one. But I'm going to go to this page, and I'm going to try to build a way to manage assignments. Okay, so let's go. I got a plan. Let's go to Tsugi, let's go to lib, let's go to source, let's go to controllers, let's go to assignments. Boom. Okay, let's talk. No. Okay, I guess here. So I would like to augment the assignments.php so that we can add due dates to every resource link that's listed in assignments.php. And store that in the LTI link table in the appropriate column in the LTI link table. And And so I probably want not to do it in the main screen, but have a separate screen called Manage Due Dates. So you see the main assignment screen, but then have another screen called Manage Due Dates, where I can put due dates on each of the resource link IDs, and then those due dates are copied into the LTI link table. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Again, I'm chaotic, but it's okay. It's okay. What happens for me when I'm doing stuff like this is I kind of start, and then I don't like what I did, and then I back up. And so I might even at this point like do a git revert and like not even take what it's doing, but at least it triggered me to think better. It triggered me to like start thinking about tangible, practical things. So I'm just starting with like, hey, let's get some UI. Yeah, let's get some UI here. I want a button called Manage Due Dates here, and I want that to then allow me to get the list of all these things and put due dates on them, and then store that in this end date time LTI link table. Okay? But all of a sudden, like ideas, I should share with you the ideas. Like, oh, wait a sec. I could just basically come up with a thing that says like, here's the start date, and every week be done with it. So that could be, because I'm going to just type in a bunch of stuff, right? I'll put in, this Friday, this Friday, next Friday, next Friday, next Friday. I could have an automation button here. Like, duh. Like, how about each of these 1 week? Okay. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, here we go. It's working pretty hard. Why is it reading cache.php? I like watching it like it's... Yeah, wow, Flash. Okay, trust it. It goes in. I mean, that's one of the things that, like, for me with AI, I understand how it's easy to write an essay, and that because it's seen so much written text, and you kind of it takes your concept and it maps it to other people's concepts, and then generates a new concept, and then turns that concept back into text, and it's really good at that. What I can't figure out when I'm watching this stuff work is like, what is your motivation, and where are you going, and why are you looking at this file? Like, I didn't think that the cache, why did you look at the cache file? I don't get it. Now, probably it was looking at some code in the rendering, this render code. I'm not surprised it's looking at this render code. But why did you look at the cache? I mean, maybe it just needed to understand it. Like, what is it going on in its little brain right now? You've got a lot of detail that I wouldn't have put in my brain about how caching worked. I just remember how caching worked. Don't worry about caching. Where you see caching, it just should work in existing code. And if you're building new caching, then you got to think very deeply about new caching. So here we go. It is. It's writing away now. Here we go. It's writing away. Unmatched form fields. What the freak? And what'll be cool now? Hurry up! I want to see what you did. What'll be cool now is exponential backoff? What the frick is exponential backoff? Why are you talking about exponential backoff? That's more of a networking thing. I love watching it think. The nice thing is this. Let's look at the code of assignments. It's busily adding stuff. This is using a controller pattern, and I really like that. I mean, it's very, we use controller patterns in Java. We use controller patterns in all kinds of things, so we can sort of look at, can I make this any smaller? I can't. So it's got some utility classes it's building, parse, date, time, local. There'll be a date picker, and we'll have to make a good decision on the date picker. Whoa, there we do. It did some stuff. Okay, let's see what we got. And so it's always talking about lessons, because a lot of this always runs through lessons, because this data model right here is lessons. So I'm running in local So this is my test environment. Manage due dates. Let's look at that. Oh, hey, look at that. It's got a little cool icon. I will put that icon up there soon. We'll get that right. Oh, no LTI link row yet. Oh, interesting. Interesting. No LTI link row yet. Huh. Yeah, that's because no one's launched it yet, and so there's no LTI link rows. So if you look at the LTI link rows, I never even thought of that problem. Now my brain is working. I'm actually going and seeing some stuff. Let's take a look. And so the these LTI link keys, those are the resource link IDs, right? Those are the resource link IDs, and so they're not there yet. So let's add a button. I think, I don't know. Let's see. So this is where it could go really bad. Okay. Can you find a way to safely add the link row, or give me a button? Stop. Can we add a button in the manage dates called add missing link rows that will add all the missing link rows and still make it so that, a later launch doesn't like duplicate the link row so that it inherits it? It's pretty complex, so maybe what we should do is you should just give me a button to say add a link row, and then I can do some testing to see if adding that link row is going to hurt later launches that haven't yet been launched. Okay? Yeah, so it's looking at how that's some complex code, and it's in LTIX.php, which is exactly the right place to be looking here. The unique key constraints. Oh, come on. So right now it is looking where I think it should look. That's code. That LTIX.php is like the heart and soul of LTI launches. Yep. Okay. It's looking on duplicate key update. Like I said, why were you looking at cache a while back? But now it's like looking at the code that I know I would have to look at. And here we go. Between inserts, row count, post, unduplicate. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. It figured it out. It went to the right place. It looked at the complex code, and it understood it that unduplicate key update is an essential part of that core code. And that is fun as heck. Is it time? Okay, I'll be down in a minute. I'm gonna have to pause. I'll eat some dinner and I'll come back. Now it's getting exciting. I'm gonna have to. I probably will have to review this really closely, because the last thing I want to do is screw up grading. Okay, so part of this will be doing some testing. What are we doing here? Controller test. Oh, it's going to build a unit test for us. Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting. Hooey baby. Okay. It added the button. It thought a lot, and I thought it would need to think a lot, right? I'm like, this is gonna be tricky, right? Okay, let's just go hit refresh on our user interface and see what we got. Okay, back to assignments, reload, manage due dates. Okay. Well, that's true. Let's add the missing link rows. Okay, so we gotta go to quiz solid state computing. We gotta be able to launch that and have that work. We'll see. Quiz solid state computing. Remember to launch that one. Boom, they are there. That's what I expected. Okay, so let's go and so now we can manage due dates, and it doesn't even add. And so yeah, we'll tell it to when all the link rows are present, Don't show the button at all. To add link rows. Boom. So now I'm going to be playing here. Hopefully it won't break it while I'm doing it. It could break it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is remember this quiz solid state computing did not have a link row. And so I'm going to go into quiz solid state computing. So the question is, can I launch this? The link row has already been created by my assignments tool, right? That's something that's never happened before. So here we go. Let's configure load the quiz, save the quiz, done. Let me take the quiz a little bit. Primary advantage of these mechanical use electricity. They were much faster. How about that? Amplify analog signal, vacuum tubes, high heat and power consumption. Let's see if that gives me a grade. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at my grades. So solid state computing has a 15. That's nice. Let's go to assignments. Let's go to manage due dates. And it looks like it's okay. So that the notion of some of those I launched before I went into the assignments tool, and some of them I launched after, and I added all these columns. So, oh, and by the way, look, it finished this code. It finished this like hide that button, because the button is now vanished, right? So that's pretty cool. And so that's really neat. And so what's cool now is it starts writing code, and then all of a sudden I get creative. And so I got to go grab some dinner. I'm going to pause, and I'm going to come back. Hello, back. I am back again. I went and had some dinner and thought about it. And the first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this available from column. So let's remove the available from column from the user interface. Okay, so it'll do that. I'm quite sure it's going to do that. And we'll just hit refresh and it'll be gone. So we tested this. We tested this, and my worry about the order of the link record being created in the link table. Let's go back in. It was these link records. Is this LTI link? Yeah. So it was making a bunch of these things, and it added a bunch of them that it needed to have so that it could give due dates to them. So, but it looks like it's okay to add them, and that's great. So let's. Did you finish there? Yeah. Okay. It's still working. Oh, look at that! It used like a RLID. That's the name of the variable for the resource link ID that I use, and so that's one of the fun things about this. So okay, drop the table. Okay, just hit refresh. Hit refresh. It's not there. Okay, so it's due date. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is have an automated way to set these due dates. So let's just talk. So what I want is an automated way to set due dates. Basically what I want to do is I want to have a module per week. So not a resource link per week. So there's multiple resource links per week. So I want to basically say, I'm going to put in a date, and I want to auto-populate the due dates based on that date being the first due date for the first items in the first module, and then just a week for every module after that. Okay? So I'm going to guess it's just going to do that in JavaScript. Just like put a button here. So I think we'll see. Will it ask me for the start date, or will it just have me put the start date in here and then auto-populate the rest of them? We'll see what it does. It lost the fact. I do want to make sure. I want to make sure what this date picker is. Inspect. I want to make sure that this is. Come on. Yeah, okay. Date time local. So it is using, that's one of the biggest problems is date pickers are a pain in the neck. And so, yeah. So I'm going to also make it so that it's the date. We're going to assume that it's 11:59 p.m. It's still working. I'll type in my next thing. I want to switch to a due date, not a due date time. I want it to be, in effect, 11:59 p.m. on the date, rather than a specific time on a specific day. I think it'll figure that out. Let's see what it's got here. So now we're going to hit refresh and see what it gave us. Oh, first module. Okay, let's say the first module is next Friday, and let's apply weekly due dates. What? See, that's what I don't like. Next version. Choop. There we go. Okay, so I don't know if it, let's just see if that updated the database. Okay, so we got the due date showing up here. Okay, so it really updates them in the table when we do that. Whoa, blow up. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. It's coding. This kind of thing happens, right? It didn't really build a bug, right? Yeah, so we'll see. It was halfway through writing code. So you can't really, you're not supposed to work on the code and test it until it says keep all, and then then it believes that it's got good code. Okay, so now we're going to go, it's switched, which I asked for. I'm going to make it be the 3rd of April. So 3, 10, 10, 10, 17, these are the module names, and of course it's awesome as heck. Okay. Okay, let's go back to assignments. So I don't want this. I want the due date in the main assignment. Okay, I want the due date in the main assignments to view to be just after the resource link title. Okay, so we'll tell it to do that. I want the due date in the main assignments view to be after resource link title, kind of just to the right of it, and then I want the score right justified to the width of the column. Okay. I was going to tell it like what it was doing wrong, but it knows what it's doing. So what we're hoping we can hit refresh and this thing will jump over to be right there. Boop. But it's reading the due dates, putting them in. That's another thing about AI. I didn't ask for it. I asked it to build this manage due dates, and I asked it to build all these things. And then, but I didn't ask it to show it here. But it's like, dude, you're going to want to show it here. So there you go, and it's going to show right there. Okay. Boop boopy doop. Oh, hey, let's see if it put it on lessons. If it put it somewhere, because I want to have it put it here too. But we'll do that in a sec. Okay. We're still working on this assignments page. And let's just is it done yet? No, it's not. It's not done. If I hit refresh, it might blow up. Well, it added some space. No. Okay. We'll see. It's going really fast. Okay. Each row is a flex line, status, title row, score pinned to the right. Title row goes, title row's own flex container with a small gap. Yeah, looks like you got what I wanted. Let's just hit refresh. No, 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 no. Let's hit it, refresh again. No. No. Well, let's talk to it. No, you seem to have the date sort of pinned to the right. I want the date to just be in the same flex container as the resource link title with a little bit of a space. So it's kind of like blah, 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 title, quiz, blah, 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 and then the due date, and then only the score is shoved over to the right margin. Yeah, sometimes when it does UI stuff, it might have wanted to do what I wanted it to do, but it didn't get there. So we'll see if it figures this out, and I'll show you if it needs help. I'll show you how I help it. It'll probably just fix it, because this is not that hard. But sometimes it has problems because I've got CSS from various places, and you want to give it enough context. See, it knows about Bootstrap, and I am using Bootstrap. Interesting, I'm using Bootstrap 3 here, not 4 or 5. This code has been around so long that it uses Bootstrap 3, but AI knows about Bootstrap 3. The ironic thing about Bootstrap 3 is it's not as accessible. Some of the colors and default colors in Bootstrap 3 are just not accessible. There you go. This is another thing, like this is another thing. So let's go into is it in assignments.php or no lessons.php? Let's go here. Keep the file. Let's go find stuff. And so this kind of stuff, this is kind of trashy. This is really trashy to just put all this CSS in line. It's going to work. I mean, it's a hammer. And it's going to work, and I'm going to probably have to tell it to refactor this into a CSS. But the problem is the CSS is in a different repo, and so I just have to remember. Let's do this. Let's add a to-do to refactor this CSS into Tsugi static. Once it all works. I wanted to tell it where I want to put the to-do, so let's let that run. Now, it also fixed this part. Yeah, okay. Do I like that? Do I like what it looks like? Do I want it to be a little bit like if you look at where was it that Previn had? Let me go see that. So let's take a look at what Previn did. And so he had shown me. He liked these sort of button-like badges, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, oh, that just is hard. I can't see it. I don't like the light gray. I just don't like anything that's dark and light gray. I'm sure we'll get some accessibility hits from it. Not really. I guess it did okay. So let's get rid of that. Ooh, we're going to put a little button here based on the due dates. See, finally I start seeing things and I'm like, I can build some UI. Okay, we done? We added a to-do. Okay. That will, hopefully before I commit it, it'll remember to do that. Okay, so on the assignments display, I want to put the due date kind of like a badge with completed items showing the due date with a green background and past due with the red background, and coming soon a yellow background, and in the future with a green background. So this is fun, right? I before we started this, I would have never thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna color code these things. Pravin had shown me his concept of button. I'm sure, he would agree that ooh, let's make that color mean something. Sweet. And let's make sure we do this accessibly too. So, due date badge colors. Yeah, we'll ask it to make these accessible. Let's make sure the vocabulary of the 4 states of a due date are properly rendered in an accessible way. I.E. the color cannot be the only indicator of early, late, etc. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't let me talk if it's currently running, so we'll keep that one. We'll see how it worked, and I will fire this next one away. Let's see what it got. Ooh, look at that! I hope we better check to see. I love, that's so pretty. This is the kind of thing where Wave goes, no, the contrast is not good enough. And I'm like, oh, hey, the contrast is good enough. Okay, I love it. It's pretty. I love it when a plan comes together. That it's both beautiful visually and the contrast comes together from an aim perspective. And let's just inspect this to see if it. So sometimes, AI will make it. Yeah, completed, due date. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to change. I'm going to change these things. I want to change these. So let's make this. This was. Let's make the due dates be. Let's just move them to March 1st. 0301 2026. Apply weekly due dates. Save due dates. Let's go back to assignments. There we go. So we got some late ones. We got some due soon. See what I wanted to do there. I wanted to see some late ones. Completed is good enough. Wait a sec. Oh, it even knows that it's supposed to be 100% and it is still late. Solid state computing. I got to do better. It's got a score, but it's still late. That one's completed. Okay, so that's the interesting thing. So the question is, this was due March 1st, but it's completed. So we don't really care because that's part of the pedagogy of this kind of system where it's all volunteer. So this is not saying it was late. We don't care because there's no late points in a voluntary system. So I like that. So let's go ahead and finish this solid state computing and come back and see if it goes from late to all good. Oh, and then let's do one of these. Let's do CPU design machine code. Let's go take some quizzes. So let's start with solid state computing. Let's see if I can get the quiz right. Vacuum tubes, they were faster. Vacuum tubes to replace mechanical switches. Heat power consumption, material most for transistor silicon. Doping, I've taken this one a couple of times. Types of doping, NNP. Who won the Nobel Prize? Oh, transistor. It also inverts it because more transistors are better performance. What voltage is high? That's an NMOS. What voltage low? That's a PMOS. I'm going to get both of those or neither of those right. Complement. I don't know. I always want to say CMOS is complementary metal on silicon is what I want to say. But I've been corrected on that. Why CMOS? Lower power consumption. CMOS is awesome. Digital logic gates are considered an example of abstraction. A NOT gate. Oh, I got to work my butt off on this. I need to make an automatic correct answer for the dang teacher. NOT gate produces the opposite of its input. A NOT gate is kind of an if statement. Not and or. And nor. Tended to be slower and more power hungry. Although that slower might not quite be right. So I had AI write these things. So CMOS enables CPUs to be fit on a single chip. Let's see what I got. 95%. Don't know. I'm gonna have to take them all again. Don't make me do that. Oh, okay. It's completed, and it doesn't complain that it's late. So let's go ahead and do a future one. Let's go do quiz. That's April 12th. Let's go do a future quiz. This is so far so good. This is looking good. I mean, I wouldn't have imagined when I started out. I was kind of, you saw me, I was kind of depressed. I'm like, this is never going to work. I won't like what I'm building. Let's load quiz. Let's make this quiz really simple. Let's not use the official one. 1 + 1 = 2, true. One of these are right and 3 are wrong. Right. 2 of these are right and 2 are wrong. Right, correct. 2 + 2 is 4. 100%. So I should make easy quizzes because I have like a built-in simple, really simple quiz. I can edit the quizzes. Duh. Let's go down and see this one. That one's due soon, and that's, yeah, so that's completed. So that's good. It's still green. Upcoming, everything is green. Okay. So I'm tempted to do a git commit at this point, but I'm going to get greedy, okay? So now what I want to do is I want the same So now what I want to do is I want to add the same little badge / pseudo button to the LTI links in the lessons single module view. So what I mean, the single module view is this view, and I want to put those badges right there, including due dates, etc. So that is kind of the minimum. Okay. And I'm going to guess it's going to do that pretty fast. I hope it puts it afterwards. Oh, actually, we got to... Oh no, the completed is going to show up. Because I was thinking we needed to come up with a completed, but it's going to say completed. That's freaking awesome. You'll see what I'm saying? I mean, it's going to... I needed... It's taken a while. Wow. I was going to put like some checkboxes here to say when these things are completed, but this button, this whole little button from assignments is going to, whatever this assignment is, whatever this little badge is going to show up over here, right? And it's going to tell you completed, and that's going to be awesome. And this will give students feedback on this page, like which things are done, when do they do them, and which things are not done. So that's going to be really critically cool. I mean, again, when Pravin showed me this stuff, I didn't know how it was going to turn out. But just, as I write it, it gives me a starting point of an idea. So let's just see where we're at here. It's still thinking. Darn AI, it's so slow. That's got a bit of work. It's gonna... What? Why are we putting it in assignments? Assignments.php, that's the controller. What are we doing here? I want to go into lessons controller. Oh, I see. It's refactoring code. It's refactoring code because it did this and it says, you know what, I got to do this exact same thing in a different controller, which is the lessons controller. Are we in controllers here? So it should be starting to work on the lessons controller. Is it working on it? Is it working on it? Well, actually, no, it's in the lessons. It's in the lessons module. Yeah, some of those, like this thing right here, like load due dates by link key. I mean, this might grade util load due dates for context. Okay, that's in the grade util. Is that the right place for it? I don't know. That's a good question. And that's an important part of coding with AI is long-term awesomeness, right? The good news about it is if AI put this load due dates for context in the wrong place, it's so good at moving it, right? That's one of the things it does so reliably. It just amazes me how reliable it is at sort of refactoring code or moving code into different files. Okay. Oh, they made a get due dates batch. Uh-oh. So they made this shared, so that's all in somewhere. This is like going down in a bad direction, but it's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's hit refresh, and there you go. Completed. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This one's late. Due March 22nd. Okay, so this is cool. Due soon. So Clock Circuits is due soon on March 29th. Well, that's tonight. Okay, so I love how this turned out. So that one's all late. That's cool. Okay, that one's good. Okay, that's cool. So the question then is, so this is 100%. So this is a progress badge. It's not a due date badge. So there was a version of this lessons code, but I've been working on it so much, so I'm going to re-implement this bit. Okay, so let's talk. In the list all modules, there is an icon for each module, and that icon's color changes based on the progress, and then a little progress badge. I would like to replicate in the single module view, I would like to replicate both the icon and the progress badge and color the icon so that the title bar looks exactly like, in the single module view, looks exactly like the title bar in the card of the multi-module view. Well, it listens to me pretty well. One of the things I had to figure out was how to get my microphone so that, because the first one I did, every time I would use the Cursor.AI to talk to it, then you couldn't always hear, and I had to like amp it up. But I've got a separate microphone. I think it's working. We'll see how well it's working. It looks like it's working okay. So I got a separate microphone. The one I use for recording lectures is what I'm using to record the screen, but then I have my other microphone talking to, so that the screen recording and Cursor.AI are not fighting over the microphone and messing up the volume that you hear when it's recording the microphone. I hope. Wouldn't that be great if I just lost this whole thing? No, knock on wood. I tested it, so I hope it's going to work. Wow. Oh man, it's found an XSS vulnerability? What? Help me here. So it's probably working in UI lessons. Boom, let's take a look here. Let's just see what it's doing. Oh, look at this like mess. That's going to end. See that? It knew the to-do, right? When it moved this code over here, it moved this, layout is stable. Yep, it's exactly right. Okay. So we're going. You see that jump, right? It's working in this file. I mean, yeah. Did I ever tell it to make these little buggers accessible? Or maybe the text that says completed and due next is enough, right? Because let me think about that, right? So if we look at this, it's in the middle of writing code, so it's going to blow up. Or it's going to blow up. Are you going to finish up there, buddy, so we can blah, 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 blah. Too bad. It's all in the single. Yeah, it's in the single. It's working like crazy in that single render one. Yeah, like progress badge, title. Yeah, so I'm going to guess this title is the way that we make it accessible. And what is this? Inspect. I mean, we could basically say that's area hidden true. Okay, so I would say that's smart and fair. I mean, we got all the information. This color and the icon doesn't mean anything. And so we just area hide it true. But okay, let's go back, see if we're catching up here. Oh, we're still busy. This is where I go watch a YouTube video for a while AI is just working its little magic stuff here. This was harder than it looked. What in the hell? This was not that easy. Oh, I probably should have committed it. Because maybe it misunderstood me. Should have committed it, dummy. I should have put it in a branch. I should have committed it. So that I could say, what did you just change? Why did you change so much? Because that's what I'm thinking right now. Like, why did you change so much? How frickin' hard was this? I think I'm going to test it right now and see if I like it in case it just totally bollocksed up and misunderstood me. Because then I can hit the undo button. Whoa, that's ugly. That's ugly. But it is what I asked for. Okay, I probably added this feature. And so we're just going to say get rid of the icon on the single module view. Yeah, I must have done this before and looked at this and go like, oh, that's wretched looking. I'll keep this 33%. My biggest question is if there is absolutely nothing. So there's nothing here. And these are things that are, something's going to have to come here. We're going to do something here. And eventually we're going to do something here in terms of due dates as well. So, because we got nothing telling us about due dates. But, yeah. Did it take that out? Yeah, it took it out. Okay. So the question becomes, it's a tough philosophical question. Like a long time ago, I added this 24%, 33%, right? The question I asked myself, is this 24% and this 24% even useful? Or do we really want to make it so that, like, the fact that there is some late on this, how do we want to roll that up? So we got one thing completed, we got two things late. How do we want to roll that up to here? And how do we want to roll that up to here? 24% complete. I like the 100%. I'm good with that. And so, like, the problem is now we don't have anything here because we haven't started it yet. So the question really is, it's nice to know it's started. This is telling us it's started. This is done. That's nice. This has not started. And we don't know anything here until we scroll down. Oh, I wish you were here. You could put comments. You can put comments in the below and tell me what I'm going to do. Tell me what I should do. This is the kind of thing I knew I was going to struggle with. Like, I like how this is working. I like how it's working in assignments, and I want to roll up. This 24% is just looking stupid right now to me, so I want to get rid of that 24%. Oh, while I'm here, let's get status. Okay, get checkout minus B due dates. So I'm gonna start committing, but not to master. Initial due date, because now I'm gonna probably origin due date. So I haven't changed master. I haven't rolled this to production, because when I change to masters, stuff rolls to production. That's my DevOps. I'm weird, but I'm one guy, and I gotta write good code, and I gotta roll to production because I don't have a QA team. So, but now what I can do is, you'll see that all these colors will change when I go back, because all the diffs are gone. And I just got to remember. Well, I don't know how to remember to do the to do. Maybe I'll just have to remember human-wise. I mean, let's move the CSS into static. That is in PHP code. So this will be my to-do. Let's just leave that. Yeah, okay. So see, and when we're done, I'm going to go to that new chat, and I'm going to do what's in that chat. But I don't want to stop now, because that CSS is probably going to change a bunch, and I don't want to have to go into the official widely cached, distributed CSS stuff. Okay, let's go back to my current struggle. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling like this whole, I built this, and I thought, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this. I really am going to get rid of this percent. And I am going to make the colors match this color. Okay? And so I'm going to basically say, I'm going to roll this up. And I'm going to roll it up based on the worst of the things. So I'm not going to roll up the completed at all here. I'm going to roll up the late, and there's going to be just a little late here. I'm just going to make this be late, and I'm going to make this be late, and I'm going to make this be that color. Okay, and I'm going to make this be late and whatever, and then you'll see these things will go due soon, and then whatever. Okay, here we go. We're gonna chop the crap out of this. So we're gonna change all of the progress badges, both on the multi-module UI and on the single module UI, and get rid of the percent complete. What we're going to do instead is we're going to roll up the due dates of any items in that particular module. And we are going to roll up into one, not all of them. So if, for example, there is one completed and one past due, we're going to roll up the past due. Right? We're going to roll up the sort of the most negative one. And so we're not going to put the date. We'll put the date in the single. We'll roll up the date, past due such and so a date. We'll roll that up into the single module view, but we're just going to roll the past due and the color badge, and we're going to make the icon be that same color as the color badge, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So let's try it and see if you understood what I said. I know what I want now. It's only a question of expressing it. And okay, I give it like about an 80% chance of understanding it and getting it right the first time. Because, it's good at language, even if I'm like mumbling and confused and going back and forth. It takes, it takes like bad English, me saying bad English and making it good English. And that's what it's best at, is understanding when I'm mumbling. So, yeah. Okay, let's watch what it's doing. Yeah. Oh, look at that. They're already it's already doing something. It's refactoring that CSS. I'm like, we should have put it right into two. Okay, that's pretty bad. Okay, I'm going to tell it to refactor that. Because I can refactor that locally, because that's Tsugi static. Wow. I'll let it. What we'll do is, I'm going to fix the CSS after we land this latest. This is really important. So I'm going to fix the CSS after. Oh, shit. Stop. 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 Crap. And my last command. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have two basic. Come on, what's going on here? Okay, damn it. Okay, so we're going to have two basic cases. One is the case where there are no due dates. And we're going to have to make it so we can clear all due dates from the assignments tool. Maybe we can do that right now, maybe we can do that later. But if there are no due dates, keep the current % complete and the color coding, etc. If, on the other hand, there are due dates, I want to switch it as follows. I don't want to show % complete at all, and I don't want to show the color coding for % complete, except keep 100% complete and green. Okay, but instead of the partial completion, I want to roll up due dates. And so if a module has like complete, past due, I want to roll up for that module to be past due, and I want it to reflect in the title of the module, title bar of the module, and in the title bar of the card for that module. And so I want to go and look through all the modules, and I want to find in effect the worst. One might be due soon, that might be the worst. The worst might be, upcoming, and that'd be green. And so roll up the worst of the LTI tool's current completeness status into the title of the card and into the title of the title of the single module and the title of the card. Now that I'm talking, my prompts are faster and probably better, but it just feels really hard. You probably saw me closing my eyes there because it's hard to concentrate, because such a smart creature is listening to you, and you just assume it's judging you. It never said like, whoa, that was an incoherent way to describe it, but I figured it out anyways. Because it could say that, and it would not be wrong. Okay, keep the existing UIs. Maybe we'll see if it's going to clear all due dates. Okay, it's going to clear all due dates. Again, it's AI. It can do two things at the same time, probably, and not lose its cookies. This is cool. I like the clear all due dates. Because one of the things I've been thinking about doing is I want students to be able to really easy say, like, stop showing me due dates. I don't care. Don't show me due dates. So in that assignments thing, it's going to be like, don't show me due dates, show me due dates. Now we'll have to have somewhere user data to do that. So we'll get all this other stuff working, but I want students to be able to individually opt out of any due date hassle, right? They'll go into assignments and they'll say, don't show me due dates. And that, again, that's this is an optional thing, and you're opting in to take this class, and you're opting in to be synchronized. And if you want to opt out of being synchronized, you want to opt out of being synchronized, which is, I think, an amazing pedagogy that I really want to understand and explore going forward as a teacher, to build a learning management system that allows for constructing of cohorts that are just soft cohorts, not hard cohorts, not cohorts leading to a grade, not cohorts leading to a late points, etc., etc. So how are we doing? Okay. Yeah. It's like, here we go. Keep existing UI. Due date, roll up worst wins. Module's 100% complete. Keep the green. Yeah, I like that. I like it when it restates what I said in a cleaner and clearer way. So now it's kind of did a design first, and then yeah, and now it's starting to get some work done here. Changing code. Boop, boop, boop. You can say keep file. I just say that so I can see it blinking when it's doing some more work. That's what I do. I say keep file. Come on. Yeah, so it's putting in CSS, but I'm going to get that out of there. I don't know quite. I'm going to get that all into... You can remind me, of course you're not here because this is being recorded, but you can remind me, don't keep adding features, Chuck. Get that CSS moved into Tsugi Static quick, and it'll just keep editing Tsugi Static. Okay. Well, it's looking at syntax check, so maybe it's rolling towards a wrap up. Oh, now it's doing the thing to turn off to clear all the due dates. Yep. Okay. So I think it's changed. It's got the part working. Hey, let's just go here. Let's go here. See what it shows. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. Meaning it's working the assignments tool, so it's got done with the lessons tool, so lessons doesn't blow up. Okay. So yeah, but let's go in here. No. I don't know if that's its fault, but we'll just tell it, right? Yeah, look at that. No, we got it. Are you done? It could be messed up. Well, no, what it does is it's one of the things it's going to do is it's going to, okay, let's see. It's finishing up, it's wrapping up. And so we're going to accept them all, and maybe, just maybe, and you got to remind me online to fix the CSS and get it factored the right way. We'll keep them, and now we are going to go like that. I love it so far. What is this? Look at that. It's got a bug. It finished with a bug in it. Usually it's better. Let's go into assignments. Manage due dates. Oh, manage due dates. Clear all due dates. I'm not going to do that, but it made that feature. We'll see. That UI this is another thing AI does. It just makes these kind of blocky, clunky, giant UIs. In some ways, they're great for mobile in a way, but we got to tighten that up a little bit because the essence of it is down here, but we'll get to that. So let's go back to lessons. So now what you do is you just look at this right there, and you just paste that bugger in. Ha! It took something out. I don't know why it took something out. Is it done? Is it done? Maybe it's done. Yeah, this code isn't pretty. Okay, so that's cool. Let's see what we got. That's 100%. Late due March 8th. Late due March 15th. Late due March 22nd. Due soon March 29th. Upcoming April 5th. Upcoming. I like that. Okay. Let's check, because I was a little worried about when things get small, very small text, right? What's got very small text? Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell me what's wrong? So Wave is telling me that the badge has very small text and needs fixing. While you're at it, make the single module badge smaller. Single module due date. That's just a CSS change. This is why I didn't like factor all that CSS, get it out of the way, because when you're it knows how to fix that, and it'll go find that stuff. And I've had to do this badge fix on a lot of things. I don't know if is that using some kind of a bootstrap class or something. It might have already done it. Alerts, view details. Nope, still got very small text. That's very small text. Feels bigger already. Let's keep it. Let's hit turn wave off and hit refresh a bunch of times. Okay, so that's smaller. I like that. That's larger. I'm going to bet Wave is happy now. View details. Very small text. Where? Ooh, no. Where was it? Oh, crap. Yeah, I'd seen this before. I gotta fix that. But at least the lessons is not causing a problem. So that's good. I like that size. All. In the all modules UI in each card, do not include the date, just the status, I.E, late, upcoming, etc. So I'm telling it, I want this to just say late, upcoming. And I think I might tell it not to show upcoming at all. I'll just say due soon, late, 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 due soon. Upcoming is kind of implied if it says nothing. So let's just go ahead and type that. In the all modules card view, don't include the status if it is upcoming. And now my instinct is if it's upcoming and there's a % complete, like these three will, but what if there's % complete? Because if you go into this one, you'll see I've completed it, right? That one's complete. And so I'm going to tell it that I want to see in upcoming, I want to see the % complete, right? So I'm going to ask for that back. I'm going to ask for the little % back. We'll see if it'll give it to me. Okay, keep. Okay, so if we got this, whoop, Yep, upcoming is gone. Late's there. What? What's the alert? Very small text. That is down here. Okay, so now I want now. Okay, so so for cards in the all items, all modules view that have no due date status, show the percent complete if it is greater than 0. Meaning someone's working ahead, right? I want to give them some credit for that. I also want to I want this little badge to look like that little badge, okay? And is that good contrast right there? Contrast. Oh, look at that, contrast error. Which one? Very low contrast. 100% has low contrast. I thought this one was going to have low contrast. That one has low contrast. You bugger. Okay. No, sorry. Don't mean to swear. Ooh. So look at that. This one, the 33% showed up. Okay. WebAssembly. Okay. For the single item view, a single module view. The single module view, when in the module title, restore the percent complete when it is all upcoming, and leave blank if it is all upcoming and nothing is complete, just like in the cards. Boom. So this one I want percent complete here, but in this one it's just upcoming and I've got nothing done, and so I just want this to be blank. So let's see. See, that one's blank. This one's 33%. I want it to say 33% here, right? Because it's kind of like, I just don't think there's a lot of value in saying upcoming, because that is the default state, right? They're due soon. This is stuff that's upcoming. Oh, and by the way, you worked ahead on this one, so you're pretty cool. When that becomes due soon, that 33% will become due soon, right? So I think this is, I love it when a plan comes together. This UI, I mean, again, I could not have imagined this UI an hour ago or so, however long it was. So let's see how we're working. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be complex. My dreams are coming true. It's starting to look really beautiful at this point, and I wasn't expecting that. Okay. I'm going to have to review this code. Okay, so... Oh, look, it turned that red. That's good. Those are late. That's good. Upcoming. I guess that can stay. 33%. Upcoming. That's fine. Okay. In the title bar. Okay. I want to rationalize the progress badges and the due date in terms of size, style, and color. Both on the multi-module UI in single module. UI. When this is all done, I'm gonna have to get that CSS like refactored into a nice clean place, because it's right now it's just like slamming. But I mean, we're in the middle of like slamming lots of things. I mean, I added a feature, took it back out, and again, this little hybrid thing of percents and whatever, it's pretty cool. I really, it's coming together really nicely, because I'm imagining that at some point when I'm not like teaching this class live, I will go in and I will clear all due dates, because this is, I mean, if you look, like I said, CA free, I'm teaching it live right now. And so I want due dates. Students have told me they want due dates. But we are going to, when I'm done with that, I won't be teaching this class. I'll probably be teaching another class live with office hours and stuff. And so I want to then add due dates to that. And so then the due dates start showing up. I like how it's going to work out. Okay, go back. Are we done yet? No, we're not done yet. Standardizing badge styles. Yeah. Dedicated style block, blah, 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 blah. Let's just do a get status to see where it's hacking this stuff in. Get status. Because I thought I saw it talking, oh, it's not, I thought it was talking in output.php. So if the only hacks it's doing is in lessons.php and assignments.php, then that CSS will be easy to track down and move into Tsugi static. Come back, let's go back and see what's going on. We're still working. Still chugging. Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. Oh no, but that'll be okay. Soon that'll just go away because it'll be in Tsugi static. It'll know that. It probably's already anticipating the refactor that's going to happen. Oh boy, every time it hard codes a color like that, folks, then Wave is gonna freak out about it, because it just doesn't seem to. One shared for dual pill. There we go. Yeah. Neat. Okay. Let's see what I got. See how pretty it is. See if I got 100% and late are the same. Late, they look good. Due soon, 33%. Looks good. These look like they came from like the same foundry. That's okay. I'm going to leave that. That's fine. It can say upcoming here. I'm just not going to say it. I'm not going to tell it to change. I'll leave that one alone. Yeah, you only get green when you're 100% here. But that's upcoming and it's green. That's looking really delicious. This is really looking good. Due soon. Oh, how can I complain? I can't complain. I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it. Due soon, 100%, late. Yeah, late. All. Okay, so I'm gonna test something that I asked it to build a little while ago. We're going to go to assignments. We're going to get rid of all the due dates. Clear all due dates. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, so now we're going to go back here. Oh, look at that. It went all to percentages, which is exactly what I would have done. Okay, let's go put some due dates back on. This is a thing that's really important. So this is going to call 0301 2026. Oops. There should be a today here. Oh, I bet there is a today. Apply weekly due dates. I'm back to having weekly due dates. Let's go back here. Late. Due soon. Oh, I can't think of a thing I don't like right now. That turned out to be a really pretty user interface and a really flexible, and it captures my pedagogy wonderfully for teaching these semi-synchronous classes. Well, let's do a git commit while we think. Don't. I mean that if I like it well enough, git status, git commit -a progress, git push origin due date. Okay, so that's in my branch. Let's go ahead and fix the CSS. Let's not make it a new chat. Let's just do it here. So, all the hard-coded CSS you added to these classes needs to be moved into, and sometimes I can open two workspaces over here, but I'm just gonna give it a direct HD docs. I'm just gonna drag a folder in because it seems to be able to understand come on, Chuck. Your alphabetical order is not working really well. CSS. So, what is Tsugi and Tsugi 2 CSS? Let's see which one is being used in this view page source. No, but Tsugi2.css. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to tell it to move all that stuff into. So this is not in the current thing, but it knows where this thing is at. So all the hard-coded CSS needs to be moved into in a nice, clean manner. Now what's cool is the way this works, if you look at that view source, is that when I'm developing locally, where'd that go? When I'm developing locally, it's loading that CSS in the place where I develop for it, and then I can push it into a repo. Then I can put that repo into a highly cached and Cloudflare served high performance, and then all my online things go to that Cloudflare served URL. And so what's cool is that I can like work on it right now, hit refresh, and see the CSS changes. So it's doing I'm guessing it's doing a lot of refactoring right now. Yeah, so it's adding in this Tsugi 2 CSS. Yeah, okay, I like it. It's making some global variables. Global variables are my favorite part of modern CSS. So it doesn't hard code any colors anywhere. Thank you. And so it's adding all this stuff. It's nicely scoping all of the classes. We're going to keep this file. Now it's going to delete a bunch of stuff. And look at that. See that to do? It just took it all out. Now, why are we doing this? So it's removing all my to-dos. Oh, and it's redoing that thing. But what was this? Let's go look at this here. Let's keep that. Why is this still here? What? That's being deleted. That's okay. Now that's why I like committing everything, because now I can go see with come back. I can now see, say, git status. So in the Tsugi folder, it's deleted a bunch of stuff. So let's do a git diff. I hope I see a whole bunch of CSS deleted. Yep, because that top one is not necessary because it's now being input. The header is pulling it in. All that's gone. Okay, so I don't know why this guy is not going away. Okay, yeah, we're gonna like let's just kind of figure out where then. Okay, well, let's just see if it works. If we broke it badly, this is like I gotta debug the CSS for a while. Are we in local now? Yeah, I got to hit refresh. So that looks like it's working. That looks like it's working. Let's go to assignments. That looks like it's working. Okay, that's quite nice. That's very nice. Yeah. Okay. So let's go into that code that I'm like, why didn't that go away? So this is in, where is this at? What file is it? Oh, there, get status. That's in lessons.php. So this is deleted. Yeah, I don't know what that is. What the heck? Oh, that's what was deleted. Yeah. Oh, go away, go away. Hide. Okay, so then where in the heck? Where in the heck is the code I don't like? Let's just search for echo style. Okay. He moved. I can't imagine. It's just a bunch of highly scoped. Oh, are there already assignment rules in there? Yeah, let's go into Tsugi. Let's go into Tsugi static. Oh. Only one file. So we should see a whole bunch of new stuff. Lesson badge, lessons module, and assignments item. Do you want to rename these guys? Okay, we're going to keep this. Okay. Okay, let's hit refresh. Really want to commit this stuff. I bet it works great right now. Oh, no, it didn't work so well. Oh, no, it did work so well. Look, I was like, why'd that move over? Just have to hit refresh, especially when you make CSS changes. You got to hit shift refresh a lot. 100%, 100%. Late. That's even, yep, late. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Due soon, March 29th. That's fine. Yeah. I mean, it was all working before. You got 33% done, so that's pretty cool. I like this. I like how my percent complete is working with my due dates, right? So you see, like, I can work ahead, I can work behind. If it's late, it's late. But if you're ahead of the game and you get a badge for being ahead, that's really kind of cool. I could put like a emoji there to like say you're ahead, yay! No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so what didn't I like about that? What was bad about it? It moved all that stuff. Shoot, there was something I didn't like. What's not to like, Chuck? Oh, I know what it was. Could we refactor the class names that start with dot assignments to be dot Tsugi assignments? Oops. Both in this code base and in Tsugi static. Now it's got to refactor stuff that's in this code base in Tsugi static. I think it will remember where Tsugi static is. I just like namespace and stuff. I mean, yeah, that leads to... Yeah, and so this is so smart. I mean, it's so smart. It was doing it so it checked. I would have just used a string search and replace, but it's going to double check that after the string replace, you didn't create some kind of weird... I doubt it. Why do you have double dashes, dude? Why are there double dashes? That just annoys me. Why double dashes? Why would it do that? It's not using double dashes anywhere else. It's got those few things. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Usually this is the kind of thing that AI is going to get right first time. Ooh, let's hope. Because I didn't commit. If I have to go back to where I last committed, I'm kind of messed up. Let's hope it gets it right. Okay. Yeah, of course, JSON content key assignments. Heck yeah. Let's take the double dash out of class names. Why did you do that in the first place? Why? Oh. Really? Vem style modifier? Block element modifier. Single dash is fine here. Okay. It just seemed out of place. I'm not a CSS wizard, but at least it had a logic. Okay. Okay, that's above my pay grade. I'll talk to ChatGPT when I'm bored sometime about that. But let's just see if I broke it, or we broke it. Hit refresh it really a lot, hit shift refresh a lot. Lessons, looking good. Okay, I like that. So let's do one last thing. Let's do an accessibility pass. Whoops, 12 alerts. No, I don't like that. Alerts, oh, okay. PowerPoint, very small text. I gotta fix that. Okay, that's not bad. So let's go to all. Let's see what Wave thinks here. That alert's okay. We have one. Let's check this. 12 alerts, but I'm going to guess those are not a problem. Very small text, YouTube videos. Yeah, I wish I could just turn off the alerts that are like, just because you link to something, we're going to give you an alert. Let's go to assignments. Let's check what Wave thinks about this. We got one alert. What is that alert? Very small text. I'll fix that in a second. Turn that off. Let's go to the manage due dates. This is all new code, so let's see what Wave thinks about it. 26 errors. Okay, Wave. Okay, manage due dates. Oh, doggy. There you go. So we better critique it now. Let's get commit right now. Get status. Get commit -a. Refactor CSS to Tsugi static. Get push origin due date. Did I get that right? Yep. Okay. So now, let's start a whole new chat for this. In Wave really complained about a lot of, come on Wave, missing form label. So I'll show you something I do. I think it would have figured that out, but what I'm going to do is hit Shift Enter, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to do get rid of Wave. I'm going to view page source, and you might think, oh, this is really overwhelming, and I'm literally going to copy all this stuff over and go in and say, now you're going to see the exact HTML, that made Wave unhappy. And so the beauty is that Cursor can sort of look at the CSSs that were included, all kinds of little things, and so it can find a lot of little this will probably just be markup, and it'll just fix the markup. But sometimes it's like, oh, that's a Bootstrap problem, and it's like, then I've got this way of fixing Bootstrap because I got the old Bootstrap 3. But the point is sometimes you just go grab the entire HTML of the output page that's causing the trouble, tell it what Wave is complaining about, right? The 26 errors. I wish the Wave stuff was a little bit better, right? I mean, you can eventually get information if you go down far enough. Like, that's no good. That is good. Missing form. Again, it's not too bad, but okay. Okay. It did something. Does not give each an accessible name, so change now accessible as an area label, built from assignment title, so it can stay distinct. Okay, let's see what happens when we go back to this page and type Wave again. We're perfect. See, I mean, I do love working on accessibility with Wave and Cursor.AI. So that's good. And I think that was all in the assignments code, which we weren't working on. It just kind of caught it. Get status. So we fixed the assignments. I'm going to commit this. Add fix accessibility in assignments. Manage dates. Due dates. Get push. git push origin due date. I'm going to go over here, Tsugi static, git status, git commit -a. This actually, this doesn't auto deploy to production. I got to manually deploy it. And it's just adding CSS, so it really doesn't hurt anything that would be in production. So add CSS for progress, due dates, progress, and due dates. Oops. I wish there was a thing that would auto spell check my dang git commit messages, git push. So I'll have to run that. I have to clear the Cloudflare cache and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I might as well get that committed. Because like I said, that can roll to production on Cloudflare anytime because it's only additions. Okay, so I will tell you what I'm thinking right now, and that is that I am thinking that I am pretty happy with what I got here. I'm pretty happy with the due dates. So what I'm going to do is, it's getting late. I've been doing this now for, I don't know how long we've been doing this. Dooby-dooby-doo. Almost 2 hours. And so I'm going to relax. I'm going to stop. Here, let's go make this big again. There we go. So I'm going to stop for now. I'm going to get a good night's sleep. In summary, I started this very worried that I would not be able to construct a UI. I mean, there was no way to steal Canvas's UI or Sakai's UI or Coursera's UI because they all have a different philosophy than the pedagogy. I was trying to create a soft due date layer on top of something that is asynchronous, and I wanted to be able to withdraw the due dates. I mean, you saw all that. I'm really happy with the pedagogy that came out of this. And at the beginning, I was just terrified that I couldn't build something that would make me happy pedagogy. But I'm going to go sleep on it, and you'll see another one where I might come back and go, oh, I got a great idea, and I will fix that idea. But if I like the idea, and again, I love how it turned out. If I like the idea, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build that little the little calendar thing over here. And what that calendar thing over there is going to do is it's going to basically, if you've got something late or due soon, it's going to have a little thing that says late. It's going to have a little note that says late, due soon, and it's very much like this part here that Pravin showed me, right? I'm going to turn that into this, and it's not going to be so much. It's going to be which modules are late, are due soon, and late. Okay, and the only way to get rid of those, where am I here? Right here. The only way to get rid of the little thing is to catch up, right? It's going to be a little annoying little badge that says you need to do something. You're behind. But then I'm also going to make a thing where they can go to a screen and say, you know what? I do not want to participate. They'll be in this assignments. This is what you're seeing here is the instructor view. I'm going to put a button here for students. Let's see if I can log in quickly as a student. I hope it works right. Log out, log in as a student. So now I'm a student and I go to my assignments. You'll notice I don't have a manage, but I want to basically have a thing that says opt out of due dates or opt into due dates. And if the student says opt out of due dates, I want these to all vanish until they come back to opt in. And if that happens, then they won't see a calendar, right? That calendar, when they opt out of due dates, they won't see a calendar. The calendar will only appear if there are due dates, and it will have a badge, a little how many things are late. And so if you opt out of due dates, you're going to go in here in lessons and none of this is going to show, but it will still show the % complete stuff, right? And so that's what I'm going to work on next. So let's see what else is going on. I'm trying to come up with a Discord. I think Discord is kind of like Slack for self-organized groups. Slack is really too expensive. I like Slack, but I'm thinking about doing a Discord across all my online courses. And we'll see. And I'm talking a lot about ChatGPT about Discord. If you want to hear when that Discord happens, you can, like, share, and subscribe. Here I am, a social media influencer. I'm really starting to think increasingly that it's a job of a college faculty member, if we are talented and articulate and we have good quality content, that we should become social media influencers in our little areas of expertise. And so that's a thing I'm experimenting. And this little video is another experiment in the notion of, teachers as social media influencers. And honestly, if you go back, and someday I'll do a video where I just show you a talk I gave in 2012 where I likened Coursera to the Netflix of education. And the problem is that Coursera's kind of got a lot of moving parts to be the Netflix of education, because it really wants to be a publisher, an active source of education that advocates for their products and goes to governments, goes to companies, and pushes their product, which is different than Netflix. Netflix is just a place you go based on what you like before it shows you what you want. So I still think the future of education is a Netflix-like, learn.netflix.com, which is a Netflix-like source of teaching and learning. YouTube is not good enough, because you need quizzes, you need badges, you need tracking, you need etc. And you see me working on all that stuff right now. I don't expect that my software will be that. I do think that my software will work through what it means from a use case perspective. When we do get to the Netflix for education, I think it will have to have all the features that I'm putting into Tsugi and then some. And so Tsugi is my way of prototyping the learning environment of the scalable, distributed, worldwide, market-based learning environment of the future. And so that's why this is fun. And I have to say thanks to the folks that came to my office hours last Monday. If you want to start coming to office hours, go to cafree.com and sign up, and you'll get the Zoom link for my office hours. Although one of these days I just might move that into Discord. But for now, it's all in Zoom. So if you sign up for CA Free, and another thing you find if you go to cafree.com, I'm putting up prototype versions of my computer architecture courses on Udemy, and so that's really cool. I'll put a link to the Udemy courses in the description below. I will also put a link to the ChatGPT conversations I'm having about the pedagogy of grading in a Tsugi-based environment. So there's some links there. So with that, it's been 2 hours. If you stuck around this long, I greatly appreciate it. And see you on the next Master Programming with Dr. Chuck and AI, or AI Master Programming with Dr. Chuck, or whatever. Cheers.